The Justice Department has officially filed a motion to dismiss the corruption case against New York City Mayor Eric Adams. As we've reported, it comes after 7 top officials at the DOJ resigned over an order from Deputy Attorney General Emil Bove earlier this week, signaling the department was seeking to have the case come to an end. A federal judge still has to sign off on the request. U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan heard arguments on Friday in a case brought by several Democratic state attorneys generals over the constitutionality of the Department of Government Efficiency. CBS News has been tracking all the legal challenges filed against President Trump's executive orders and the actions of his administration. Take a look. So far, there have been 67 lawsuits filed since the president took office. They cover a wide range of topics, from the administration's shutdown of USAID to the actions of DOGE. The majority of these suits are related to his immigration policies. Multiple Democratic state attorneys general are now leading the lawsuits against actions, including allowing DOGE staffers access to the Treasury Department's central payment system. Some of the federal employees who were fired as a part of these sweeping government program shutdowns are also filing suit over wrongful termination. The court system is also responding rapidly to these challenges. Some of these suits, like the complaint filed by the 22 Democratic state attorneys general over the freezing of NIH research funds, have resulted in those actions being paused. A pause protecting thousands of USAID employees from being placed on leave has also now been extended. CBS News Justice Department reporter Jake Rosen joins me now. Jake, a lot to break down here, but I just want to know, is the level of legal challenges that we're seeing against the Trump administration right now normal or typical during a transition like this?
Yeah, it is. And especially in some jurisdictions in Texas, there were over 100 lawsuits filed just there alone against President Biden back when he first took over in 2020. However, the nature of a lot of these suits are very different than obviously what happened under President Biden because of Donald Trump's orders dismantling and stopping funding on things like foreign aid, allowing DOGE to get access to a lot of these systems of government, systems of payment. There are a lot of lawsuits basically challenging the dismantling of full government institutions, challenging firings, and also just generally challenging some of these baseline executive orders on things like birthright, citizenship, and others.
So as I mentioned, there were 67 lawsuits against the Trump administration. This is a lot to keep track of. So which ones do you think may have the biggest impact nationwide?
Well, I think going back to kind of what we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks is this move by Elon Musk and Donald Trump to either slow down or fully stop a full government department. So whether it's the shutdown of USAID or the shutdown of the Consumer Fraud Protection Bureau, those two are the two that I've been kind of keeping tabs on in terms of that, right? You're dismantling with some congressional notification, but really the executive branch is trying to shut down full branches of government. That's a very broad expansion of executive branch power. It's something that has been challenged on constitutional grounds and also just administrative law so far. And then again, going back to 2 weeks ago, the lawsuit filed by FBI agents trying to block that release of names. Obviously, in the case of potentially Kash Patel takes over next week at the FBI, there's a lot of concern among the rank and file at the DOJ and in the FBI that if this list of names leaks, that there are potentially dire consequences and an even further increase in threats for some of these law enforcement officials involved in January 6th investigations.
All right, Jake Rosen, we appreciate you keeping on top of all this. Thank you.